Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I am doing another Hunger Games simulator, and as you saw in the thumbnail, I am doing a channel collab.
Hello! Good evening, son, everybody. My name's BlueFang. How y'all doing today?
So, as you may have noticed, we are doing a Hunger Games simulator with Autobots. Now, I guess I'll introduce the cast. I have different variations of different Autobots on this list, usually ones that I think are the best one, or just one that I thought would be the easiest to include here. So, in District 1, I have the main two Autobots, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, both from the Bay movies. In District 2, I have Arcee and Bulkhead, both from Transformers Prime. District 3, I have Ratchet and Ironhide, and I have both of them from the Bay movies. And about Ironhide, this is something my cousin and me disagree on, but I think the Bay movies are the best version of Ironhide. And if I have to, I will fight him in the street to make this point said.
He's about ready to go get on.
Yeah. Anyway, so in District 4 we have Gigawatt, who, if you don't know, there is a comic book where the DeLorean from Back to the Future is actually an Autobot.
1 gigawatt of fuel, Marty.
We also have Blurr, the fastest Autobot and talker ever, from the 80s version. Sideswipe and Drift are in District 5. Sideswipe from Robots in Disguise, Drift from the Bay movies. District 6, I have Wheelie and Brains, both from Bay movies. District 7, I have the twins from the Bay movies, Skids and Mudflap. In District 8, I have both Bay movie version of Jetfire and Hound. And yes, I think I can include Jetfire because while he is a Decepticon, he turns into an Autobot.
It's a redemption story.
Yeah. Well, not really. He just says, I'm not a Decepticon, I'm an Autobot. It's a choice.
Oh, so he just gets pissed off. Okay.
Okay. So, District 9, I have Smokescreen and Wheeljack, both from Transformers Prime, and Wheeljack being the best version of Wheeljack because Transformers Prime, the movie, is the only movie that gets Wheeljack right. The closest one to it is Bumblebee, in that they just gave him the G1 design and he has one line. Okay. District 10, I have Hot Rod from the Transformers the movie, so also the 80s cartoon, and Mirage from Rise of the Beasts. And then rounding off District 11, I have Windblade and Ultra Magnus. Windblade being from Robots in Disguise and Ultra Magnus being from Transformers Prime. And then the final two contenders on this list, District 12, Crosshairs from Age of Extinction and Cliffjumper from Transformers Prime. I gotta say, I don't think Cliffjumper's gonna make it that far because he's cannon fodder in every incarnation of Transformers. But with all that out of the way, BlueFang does a thing on his channel where he picks two characters, and in our last collab where we did this, we both picked two characters. So to be fair, I'm only taking Bumblebee out of the main two. My other pick is Arcee because Transformers Prime has the coolest version of Arcee, and she's kind of the main Autobot of that, so Bumblebee and Arcee.
I will take Optimus because it's the other Transformer that I know extremely well. And as much as I want to take Gigawatt because it's from Back to the Future and something I recognize, I also feel like that would be cheating. So I'm going to go with the other one whose design I actually kind of really like a lot, Blurr.
Alright. And out of every Autobot on this list, I have no problem with any of them winning. Like, sometimes with Hunger Games, I'm like, I don't want this person to win. This one, I don't have a single problem if any of these people win. But anyway, that'd just be funny. But anyway,
Alright, so
we're going to get this started and proceed. Alright, so you want to do like last time, I read one, you read one?
Sure.
Okay. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horns sound. Arcee runs away with a lighter and some rope.
Hound runs away from the cornucopia.
Wheelie, Ultra Magnus, Windblade, and Optimus share everything they've gathered before running.
Bulkhead runs away from the cornucopia.
Crosshairs finds a canteen full of water.
Hot Rod runs away from the cornucopia. Everyone's running away.
Yeah, they can turn into cars or planes. Ratchet snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag.
That's a tongue twister.
This medic is going to be doing some dark stuff.
Smokescreen runs away from the cornucopia. Every single time it's my turn, they're just running away.
Brains runs away from the runs into the cornucopia and hides.
Drift runs away from the cornucopia.
He's a helicopter and a car, and he picks to run. Skids runs away from the cornucopia.
Mirage severely injures Mudflap and leaves him to die. So Mudflap is dead.
Oh, wow.
We're down to 23 survivors.
Okay, so Mudflap is the first to die.
Ironhide run. Oh, that's your turn.
Oh, wait, that's mine. Okay. Ironhide runs away from the cornucopia.
B runs away from the cornucopia.
Cliffjumper runs away from the cornucopia. He's not in dead last. Wow, I'm surprised.
Gigawatt scares Wheeljack away from the cornucopia.
Blurr finds a canteen full of water.
Sideswipe snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag.
Jetfire cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. He's the oldest one, and he commits suicide.
That leaves us down to 22 survivors, and day one isn't even over.
Yeah, okay, wow. We're already down two
deaths.
Autobots. Okay.
Blurr chases Brains.
Wheelie chases Mirage.
Arcee defeats Crosshairs in a fight, but spares his life. So
Okay.
still 22,
All right.
but Arcee would have taken the kill.
Windblade tries to spear a fish with a trident.
I can't see.
Oh.
Gigawatt camouflages himself in the bushes.
Drift defeats Hound in a fight, but spares his life. These two are always fighting in the movies, but they never kill each other, so that makes sense.
So, like, rivals.
It's more of that one prefers guns and the other's based off of samurai.
Oh, okay. Bulkhead thinks about home.
Cliffjumper picks flowers. That is a tongue twister.
Optimus practices his archery.
Ultra Magnus and Ironhide hunt for other tributes.
Ratchet questions sanity.
Hot Rod, B, Skids, Smokescreen raid Wheeljack's camp while he's hunting.
Sideswipe bleeds out. What are you bleeding?
Energon, they actually do bleed.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, that leaves us down to 21 survivors and 3 deaths.
Yeah, wow.
Hey, speaking of which, 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance.
Yeah, so we're missing District 7, 8, and 5 are all missing someone.
No district is completely out, but these 3 are now half down.
Cliffjumper lets Ultra Magnus into his shelter.
Hound tends to his wounds.
Arcee, Windblade, Optimus, Brains, and Blurr sleep in shifts.
B stays awake all night.
Hot Rod and Wheelie talk about the tributes still alive.
Ratchet and Wheeljack talk about the tribute still alive. What if they're like so far away they can hear the conversation, so they just start mimicking it or something?
Bulkhead, Crosshairs, Mirage, and Gigawatt sleep in shifts.
Ironhide receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor.
Drift severely slices Skids with a sword. Okay,
That's
so
a death!
both of the twins are dead now.
That's a death, and that district down. We're down to 20 survivors as Smokescreen goes to sleep.
Okay, so both the twins are now out. Brains receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor.
Wheelie silently snapped B's neck.
No, not Bumblebee, no!
Bumblebee is down, meaning we're down to 19 survivors.
Damn you, Wheelie. Okay.
Bumblebee's in the bottom quarter.
Yeah, alright. Ultra Magnus runs away from Bulkhead.
Drift, Windblade, Blurr, and Crosshairs wage Wheeljack's camp while he's hunting.
Man, everybody is raiding Wheeljack's camp. That's the second time.
How good is Wheeljack at getting food?
I don't know. Arcee receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor.
Gigawatt constructs a shack.
Smokescreen scares Optimus Prime off. He scares off Optimus Prime.
That's a...
Wow, okay.
Mirage defeats Hot Rod in a fight, but spares his life.
Alright.
So that would have been a death.
Cliffjumper attacks Hound, but he manages to escape.
Ironhide tries to spearfish with the trident.
He's got cannons on his arms. Okay, Ratchet fishes.
Well, I mean, the cannons don't work if the fish died.
Yeah. See everyone's status. Alright.
District 7 is completely out.
Yep.
And District 1 joins 5 and 8 in half a man.
We are down to 19 survivors as Bumblebee, Sideswipe, Skids, Mudflap, and Jetfire have all bit the dust.
Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
Crosshairs is awoken by nightmares.
Drift fends Ultra Magnus, Blurr, and Ironhide away from his fire.
Drift is pretty powerful. I could see him doing that. Ratchet, Cliffjumper, and Wheeljack cheerfully sing songs together.
Mirage attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful.
Windblade is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth.
Wheelie tries to treat his infection from killing the good character.
Brains looks at the night sky.
Smokescreen also looks at the night sky.
Hound and Optimus track down and kill Arcee. Damn it, both of my picks are out, and that's 2 great Autobots that we're now down.
Ah.
Well, maybe you can win.
Maybe. Bulkhead, Gigawatt, and Hot Rod cheerfully sing songs together. With Arcee being dead, we're down to 18. The bottom quarter is filled out.
Yeah. Alright. Brains receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor.
Ratchet chases Cliffjumper. How do you not catch the fodder?
Yeah, I know. Okay, you might have been right, and Cliffjumper might actually win this. Bulkhead receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Drift collects fruit from a tree.
Crosshairs tries to spear a fish with a trident.
Smokescreen and Mirage hunt for other tributes. That's a scary combo.
Hound questions his sanity.
Windblade, Ultra Magnus, and Gigawatt hunt for the tributes. I think
Hot
that's also
Rod picks
scary.
Flowers.
Blurr, Optimus, Wheeljack, and Ironhide. That's a scary
That
combo.
is a very scary combo because
Hunting for other
Ironhide,
tributes.
Ironhide, Wheeljack, and Optimus, and then you add in Blurr. Blurr's not really scary, but he's really fast.
Blurr's fast. You can use a lot of sneak attacks with him.
All right, is it your turn or mine?
Yours.
Okay, Wheelie searches for a water source. And the only death we have this time is Arcee. So both of my picks are out, and the only district out of place is 7.
18 survivors left standing. The second quarter of the cast.
You're
As
up.
Cliffjumper cooks his food before putting his fire out.
Ratchet passes out from exhaustion.
Wheeljack destroys Crosshair supplies and he's asleep. Must have gotten pissed from his camp getting raided so many times.
Brains attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful.
Smokescreen loses sight of where he is.
Ironhide, Hot Rod, and Optimus cheerfully sing songs together.
Hound, Bulkhead, and Drift discuss the games and what might happen in the morning.
Blurr tends to his wounds.
Windblade passes out from exhaustion. That's funny.
Ultra Magnus tries to treat his infection.
Wheelie climbs a tree to rest.
Uh-oh, Mirage.
And
Mirage,
Gigawatt
they just sleep in shifts, okay. Optimus runs away from Crosshairs.
What? How scary is Crosshairs that he's got Optimus running?
Yeah.
Blurr is pricked by thorns while picking berries.
Drift tries to sleep through the entire day.
Hot Rod fishes.
Ratchet stalks Ironhide.
Brains constructs a shack.
Hound diverts Wheelie's attention and runs. Wheelie is a tiny remote control monster truck. You could take him.
Bulkhead makes a slingshot.
Windblade receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Wheeljack tries to spear fish with the trident.
Mirage discovers a cave.
Smokescreen and Ultra Magnus hunt for other tributes.
Gigawatt, I don't know how I got Wheeljack there, hunts for other tributes.
And Cliffjumper dies from an infection.
Wow, it took him long enough, but like seriously.
He escaped the bottom quarter of the cast. That's impressive for fodder.
Yeah. All right,
One cannon
let's see
shot.
everyone's
District
stats.
12. Oh, no wonder
Okay.
he survived long. He was in the main character slot.
Yeah, alright, so we're down...
17 survivors left standing.
Yeah, we've lost 7 people, and both of my picks were among them.
Alright, Optimus begs for Hot Rod to kill him. He refuses, keeping Optimus alive.
What is up with Optimus? He's being a wuss, and now he wants to die immediately.
Well, I mean, to be fair, these are his Autobot brothers. He doesn't want to kill his own kind.
That actually does make a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but still, like, Optimus is running away, but yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. He doesn't want to kill any of his brothers. Bulkhead quietly hums.
Oh. Ironhide fends Ratchet, Mirage, and Smokescreen away from his fire.
Windblade forces Hound to kill Drift or Gigawatt. He refuses, so Windblade kills him instead. Wow.
Hound is dead.
Wow, I thought he would have killed Drift because they don't get along.
Well, Hound is dead.
Yeah.
Wheelie receives... Well, again, maybe it's Autobots thing.
Yeah.
Wheelie receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Blurr and Brains run into each other and decide a truce for the night.
Crosshairs lets Ultra Magnus into his shelter.
Wheeljack passes out from exhaustion.
16 survivors. Ultra Magnus scares Wheelie off.
Blurr receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Windblade silently snaps Brains' necks. Windblade's on a killing spree.
Yeah, go Windblade, I guess. Bulkhead camouflages himself in the bushes.
Drift and Mirage hunt for other tributes.
Crosshairs discovers a cave. No, a river, not a cave.
And Optimus picks flowers.
Wheeljack questions his sanity.
Ratchet attacks Hot Rod, but he manages to escape.
Smokescreen ambushes Gigawatt and kills him. It's a good thing you didn't pick Gigawatt.
Yeah, that leaves us down to 14 survivors. And Ironhide makes a slingshot.
Yep.
3 deaths.
Hound, Brains, and Gigawatt are all out.
I think that means District 8 is completely out too. Yeah, District 8 is down.
Districts 8 and 7 are both out of play.
And we're down to 15 survivors.
Yeah.
District 9, be careful. That row's not doing good.
Mm-hmm. Smokescreen loses sight of where he is.
Wheeljack and Ultra Magnus work together to drown Mirage.
Aw, Pete Davidson.
Alright, so that's 14.
Ratchet looks at the night sky.
Optimus, Hot Rod, and Crosshairs track down and kill Drift. 13.
I guess Optimus got over whatever it was that kept him from killing Autobots.
Or maybe he's being blackmailed.
I don't know.
That's you.
Oh, Wheelie accidentally steps on a landmine. He doesn't even have feet, he has wheels.
12. Windblade quietly hums.
Ironhide throws a knife into Blurr's head. Why didn't he just use his cannons?
Well, maybe he has a knife cannon.
Yeah.
And Bulkhead falls into a pit and dies.
Okay, so we've lost several people.
I think we're down to 11 survivors. The cornucopia to planet food supplies, weapons, and memoirs from Tribute's families as Optimus decides not to go to the feast.
Hot Rod and Ultra Magnus work together to drown Ironhide!
Wheeljack decides not to go to the feast.
Crosshairs decides not to go to the feast.
Windblade and Smokescreen work together to drown Ratchet.
Okay, wow, we've lost a lot of people.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 survivors left standing.
Okay, day 6. I thought we could get to see everyone's stats, but I guess not. Wheeljack is unable to convince Smokescreen not to kill him, so Wheeljack's out.
Optimus severely injures Hot Rod but puts him out of his misery. Okay, Optimus got over himself because Hot Rod's dead.
Yeah. Windblade practices her archery.
Crosshair sets Ultra Magnus on fire with a Molotov.
Okay.
I think that means we are down to the top 4 survivors.
Already, wow.
Yeah, 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Holy crap.
Mirage, Drift, Wheelie, Blurr, Bulkhead, Ironhide, Ratchet, Wheeljack, and Hot Rod, along with Ultra Magnus, have all been taken out. We're going to see everyone's stats, because a lot are out.
Districts 1, 11, and 12 are the only districts remaining.
Okay, so Optimus is the only person left in the entire top row. No one is left in the top middle row. Smokescreen, bottom middle row is only survivor, and then the very bottom row has Windblade and Crosshairs. So we are down to 4 Autobots left standing.
Put smart monies on Windblade.
I don't know, Optimus has just as many kills as her.
Yeah, but Optimus
so does Smokescreen. Crosshairs is the only one with 2 kills.
Yeah.
As we
Go
proceed.
Optimus, I want to win an episode if I can't win one on my series.
Windblade receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Crosshairs was the site of where he is.
Crosshairs.
Oh, Crosshairs, excuse me.
Smokescreen begs for Optimus to kill him. He refuses, keeping Smokescreen alive.
That's no deaths. Windblade, Optimus, and Crosshairs hunt for the other tribute.
Okay, so you didn't want to kill him, but now... Okay. Oh, Smokescreen tries to spear a fish with a trident.
This is what always happens. There's no cannon shots left in the distance.
No cannon shots left.
So that means everyone lived.
Crosshairs thinks about winning.
Smokescreen and Windblade run into each other and decide a truce for the night at the final 4 when they should be killing each other to make it last a little shorter.
Optimus screams for help.
Optimus injures himself.
Okay. Crosshairs receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Windblade attacks Smokescreen, but he manages to escape.
Proceed.
Okay, at least that time there was an attempt at death.
Yeah. Crosshairs tends to his wounds.
Windblade stabs Smokescreen in the back with a tree branch. Couldn't outrun her for long.
He's made of metal and a tree branch can kill him.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was running away from an attack, so it might be...
Optimus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor.
Alright, the final 3. Crosshair searches for firewood.
Optimus diverts Windblade's attention and runs away.
Smokescreen is
seeing everyone's
down.
Stats. Okay, so the final 3, Optimus, Windblade, and Crosshairs. Who will win? As every district except 1, 11, and 12 are now out of place.
Yep. Final 3. Windblade defeats Crosshairs in a fight, but spares his life.
Optimus bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Top 3. Okay.
Alright, I lost, but I'll take it.
The final 2 are Windblade and Crosshairs.
Smart money's on Windblade.
Crosshairs unknowingly eats toxic berries.
That's a death. meaning the winner of the Autobots Hunger Games Simulator is Windblade from District 11.
I only put 2 female Autobots in this entire thing, and what are the odds that one of them wins?
What are the odds that you picked the one that was going to lose?
Yeah, that's way to rub it in. So, that wraps up this Hunger Games Simulator, and, yeah, so thank you for coming on my channel, BlueFang.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, why don't you do a Decepticons on your channel?
I can get it done not next episode, but the episode after.
But anyway, so let's go through the ranking. In dead last, we have Mudflap.
In 23rd, Jetfire.
22nd, Sideswipe.
In 21st, Skids.
20th, Bumblebee.
And 19th, Arcee.
Both of my picks went one after the other. Cliffjumper in 18th.
Surprisingly no. In 17th place with 1 kill, Hound.
16th, no kills, Brains.
In 15th, Gigawatt.
Mirage managed to get 14th place with 1 kill.
Drift got 13th with 1 kill.
Wheelie, 12th place, 1 kill.
Blurr, 11th.
Bulkhead, no kills, but he made 10th.
And 9th with 1 kill, Ironhide.
At least he made the top 10.
Yeah.
Ratchet in 8th, 0 kills.
Wheeljack in 7th with 1 kill.
Hot Rod made 6th with 2 kills.
Ultra Magnus made 5th with 2 kills.
Smokescreen made 4th place with 3 kills.
Optimus Prime got 3rd with 3 kills.
Huh. Crosshairs got 2nd place with 2 kills.
And the winner with 4 kills to her name, ladies and gentlemen, it is Windblade.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
That's a lot longer than average, if you can see.
I'm not going to go through all this.
On average, it takes about 7 days to complete a Hunger Games. So it took 10 here.
But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for coming on my channel, BlueFang. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off, and I look forward to our next encounter in my next video. And, who knows, I might do more of these Hunger Games.